here, and then share screen, portion of the screen. Okay, is that good?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay. So my key, like I said, was how to identify a target market. And we started out, and there's 3 videos that we had to watch on YouTube. And they kind of just, all of them went over the same basic 3 things when you're trying to figure out who you want to sell to. And so I'm just going to go over those things real quick, and then we can talk about them. So the first place, you guys can see the screen, yeah? Where it says geographic. Okay. So geographic is the first thing that they want you to consider. So the location that you'd be selling at. And I think that quite a bit goes with that. So like for me, the company that I'm doing for the class is a phone repair company. And I came up with this because on the North Shore, there is not a lot of places to go get your phone fixed. In fact, there isn't any place. There's like one guy on campus that fixes it, but besides that, there's no one. Like you either got to go to Honolulu, Kaneohe, Wahiawa, which are all like an hour away. So I figured that it'd be a good niche because, you know, there's, like I said, there's not a lot of activity up here that goes on as far as that goes. So location is huge. And going with location is the next point, which would move on to psychographic. So what they want you to do too, or a really effective way of marketing, is if you start with a product and then you try to force it into the market, it's not going to do very well. But if you kind of search out they call it your ideal avatar, then you should be able to sell your product a lot better. So that's why they have these 3 categories. So within the psychographic section, this is where you're trying to learn of people's interests, their likes, things that they do. And you kind of pick like what your customer would have. So like for me, my best target market would be college students, people that like adventure. So like the surfing guy and the bungee jumping guy, tech people, and then Hawaii has a lot of tourists. So all those things and these kind of attributes would make up my ideal customer, because if they're active, I mean, it's bad to say, but usually people drop their phone. Like in Hawaii, there's a lot of water damage phones because we have the ocean. Sometimes people leave it in their swimsuits and then it gets destroyed. Or on hikes, you drop it and the screen cracks. So for me, that's kind of the people that I'd be marketing to. And so the things that I'd be campaigning and stuff would match the interests of those people. That's how I try and get them in so they could become future clients. So you have geographic, psychographic, and the last one is demographic. So this is where you're going to target like male, female, different races, and then where they are financially. So in the case of my business, I'm kind of targeting, I would say lower to middle class. If you're upper class, you probably don't care about price unless you're looking for convenience. Otherwise, you'd probably just take it to Apple or buy a new phone or whatever. But for me, my prices are the cheapest on the island. And so I'm catering to more the middle and the lower class. So there's that. And then as far as male and female, I'm looking at both there. And then Hawaii is kind of a mixing pot for different races, especially at BYU Hawaii. So there's not like one specific, ethnicity that I'm trying to target. It's really just anyone that breaks their phone. And then also within these, you would also include like age. So the age range of people that, you want to target to. And then another one they said that it's kind of not part of the 3, it's just another point, is you look at the behavioral. They say that, psychographic, you can't, it doesn't capture all customers because, ultimately you can have like really good marketing. Like you can market in the right area, market to the right people, have a good marketing campaign that reaches people's interests. But like at the end of the day, people still have a choice whether or not they want to buy your service or product or not. And that's where behavioral comes in. So like Amazon's a really good example of this. What they do is they read the reviews that they're getting from different products. And then if you notice, like every time you go on Amazon, your homepage changes based on what you bought. And so they're catering to what your activity has been. It's like the same thing. Like I was in class last semester, and I don't know if you guys know Spencer Taggart, yeah, you guys know Spencer. He's in this class. He's one of the professors. But he just like said Doritos like 30 times during the class on purpose. And the next day, like not even, well, that night he got a Doritos ad on his phone. He like screenshot it and showed the class. Like, so that's just like another form of marketing too, is like the behavioral side of things, then adjusting your marketing to that. So like reading review sections, that sort of thing. And then this is kind of a cool tool that I found on one of the videos. It's called Facebook Audience Insight. Here's a link right here if you guys want to go check it out. Like if you're trying to figure out who you want to market to. But basically what you can do is you go into Facebook and then they've got all these different filters you can see on here on the left. You choose what you want, like how old the person is, if they're married, if they're single, if they're in a relationship, just kind of like some of their interests as well. And then it'll pull graphs of how much interest is in each market segment. So you could say like married women with kids, fitness and wellness, and like see like what interest is there. And then it'll show you, I think that's what this one is right here that's on the screen. And then it shows you kind of like their interest levels based on age. And then you're able to like see some of the brands too that are associated with this market segment. And then what's cool is you can see how those brands are performing. So you can kind of get a feel for what your competitors are like. If you want to like link up and help do marketing for one of them, you can kind of see what's successful and what's not. And I thought that was pretty cool. All you got to really do is create an ad and then you get the whole website for free, which is really cool. So yeah, just to kind of sum it up, when you're looking like who to sell to, you're going to look at geographic, psychographic, their interests, things that they like to do, and then demographic, if male or female, financial situation, ethnicity, all that good stuff. And then behavioral, make sure that, once you do receive clients and stuff, you're checking reviews, make sure, they're liking the service, check other people's reviews, see how they're doing. And so, yeah, that's kind of the things that I learned from the study I did. Oh, and then the last thing too, the reason why target market is important is because when you're able to get on a specific group of people, it's called the Pareto principle, where 20% of the people that you market to will make up 80% of your revenue. So that's why I recommend like you really hone down on a group of people, as they'll become repeat customers and you'll get more clients from it. So yeah, it's just kind of what I learned. So yeah, I'm done. Thanks, guys.
All right, Braxton.
Yeah.
Yep, that was great.
And then you just, what do you do? Make a YouTube link out of it and then submit it with the assignment?
Yeah, so when you're done recording, it'll just automatically save it to your computer.
Okay.
And yeah, you upload that to YouTube.
Perfect. Yeah, so I don't know like anything how to work all this stuff.
Good.
Sweet. Yeah, that's all I got for you.
Nice job, Braxton.
Yeah, very well done.
Definitely an important thing to remember when we're trying to build a small business, especially small businesses in Hawaii. It's an interesting thing to do. I like it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you, do you
All right.
have any questions?
Nope, I can't wait to do that key myself. Looks interesting.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, you can
Does
probably
anyone else have
stop
anything?
recording then. I don't know. Sarah, you have a question? No? Yeah, no? She's on mute. Anyways, yeah, we're
I'm
good.
good.
Sorry, I said I thought it was really good.
All right. If it's okay, can I do a presentation next week, guys? Would that be all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You got it.
I might actually do one as well because I need to do one. Is it okay to do more than one?
Yeah, I think it's totally okay. We just need to make sure everyone's okay with it. Like as a group, it's okay. We just need to make sure everyone's on board with it. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm fine with that. If you guys are.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, see you guys next week.